Comprehension, Grade 6, English Home Language, Formal Assessment, 1 March 2021. Disclaimer. The work to be done during this PowerPoint and video presentation covers the work for the Comprehension Assessment intended for Grade 6, English Home Language by Mr. Frans Brits. All information is original content. If you have any questions, please ask your parent or caregiver to send me an email, fransbrits@yahoo.com. Send me a WhatsApp message on 073 173 6579. Assessment, Term 1, Task 4. On the 1st of February 2021, we will start with formal assessment for Term 1. Grade 4 to Grade 7 will be writing language and comprehension on the 1st of March 2021. The difference between the grades is the length of the comprehension and the levels of difficulty in questions. On the following slides, you will find information on what you need to do to prepare for comprehension tests. Listen to the explanations of the slides before you attempt to complete the activities. Extra activity. Complete the comprehension tests. You can do one a day. If you feel that you are done with the comprehension test, ask a family member to mark your test and ask them for feedback. Very important message on the last slide for parents. How can you do better? In order for you to do well in the comprehension test, you must be good at reading. Practice your reading every day. In Grade 6, you must read 12 to 15 pages per day for home language. Practice makes perfect. Practice what you have read by asking yourself questions from the story, or ask your parents to ask you questions and see how well you do by answering these questions. Answering comprehension questions. Underline main ideas with a pencil. These are things like the story title. The title is the name of the story, news article or poem. The author's name. An author is the person who wrote the story, news article or poem. The names of the main characters. A character is a person, animal, creature or thing in a story. Other important information, things like color, the number of things, for instance, 6 cards, or days of the week, or time of day. The closet creature. Bump, bump, scratch. Adam opened his eyes and pulled the covers up to his chin. He stared around his room, searching the darkness for the thing that was making those scary sounds. The closet door moved as something banged on it from the inside. "Who's there?" Adam asked in a shaky voice. The closet slowly began to open. Adam jumped out of bed and ran to the closet door, slamming it shut with his palms. He grabbed his desk chair and propped it against the door handle. Then he ran out of his door and down the hall. His brother's door was wide open and Adam jumped onto David's bed. "Adam," David asked in a groggy voice, "what are you doing in here?" Adam tugged on David's arm. "There's something in my closet." "You probably had a bad dream. Go back to bed." Adam yanked the blankets off the bed. "It wasn't a dream. I was awake and the closet door started opening by itself." David sighed. "Fine, but when we don't find anything, you have to promise to leave me alone for the rest of the night." Adam nodded. David reached into his desk drawer and pulled out a flashlight. Then they headed to Adam's room. Adam stopped in the doorway. He could hear something scratching his closet door. "Do you hear that?" Adam asked. David nodded. He walked over to Adam's bed and pulled the case off one of the pillows. He opened the pillowcase. "You open the door very slowly and I'll grab whatever it is." Adam slid the chair to the side and pulled the closet door open a crack. Something banged against the door, trying to force it open. Adam took a deep breath and opened the door a few more inches. A small furry creature ran right into the pillowcase. "I got it," David said, closing the pillowcase and holding it in the air. "What is it?" Adam moved closer as David peeked inside. David put the pillowcase on the bed and an orange cat climbed out. Adam scooped the cat up. Apricot, how did you get trapped in my closet? David laughed. The poor cat. If I was locked in your closet with your stinky shoes, I'll be banging on the door to get out too. Poor Apricot, Adam said. You were probably more scared than I was. The closet creature. Question number 1. What happened right after David went into Adam's room? A. Adam jumped into David's bed. B. David grabbed a flashlight from his desk drawer. C. Adam awoke to strange sounds coming from his bedroom closet. D. David heard the noise coming from Adam's closet. Question number 2. What did David plan to do with the pillowcase? A. Keep the creature from coming out of the closet. B. Scare the creature in the closet. C. Catch the creature in the closet. D. Hit the creature in the closet. Question number 3. What was making the strange sounds in Adam's closet? Question number 4. Write 3 adjectives that describe David. Tell why you chose each word. You're going to write 3 sentences there, and in each sentence you're going to use the word because. Question number 5. What type of story is this? A. A tall tale. B. Non-fiction. C. A mystery. D. A fable. The closet creature. Fill in the missing letters to create words from the story. Then write the full word on the line. Be sure to spell each word correctly. Question number 1. You've got 2 letters there, an O and a Y. The clue there is sleepy. Question number 2. You have an L. The clue, past tense of slide. Question number 3. You have 2 letters there, M and S. The clue there, inner surfaces of the hands. Question 4. I and A. The clue, soft bag for keeping a pillow clean. Question number 5. E, E, D. Your clue there, went towards. Question number 6. I and O. And your clue is orange fruit. Number 7. Your letters are E, E, and D. Your clue there is take a quick look. The closet creature. Characters. List the main characters and briefly describe them. Setting. Tell where and when the story takes place. Be specific, please. Problem. Describe the main character's problem. Solution. Tell how the problem was solved and how the story ended. Personal opinion. Tell whether or not you like the story and justify your opinion. The tropical rainforest. Tropical rainforests are among the most mysterious of all geographical biomes in the world. A biome is an area with very distinctive plants and animals that have adapted to life in that particular environment. Forests have covered large portions of the earth for millions of years and can have trees that are thousands years old or more. They are called rainforests because they are among the wettest areas on earth, receiving anywhere from 100 to 120 inches of rain a year. In most rainforests, the temperatures ranges from 70 to 85 degrees Fahrenheit all year long, and the air is almost always humid. Rainforests have 4 very distinct layers of trees. The first is the emergent layer, which has giant trees growing from 100 to 240 feet tall. These trees have umbrella-shaped crowns that grow high above the rest of the forest. They have their own distinct plant and animal life. The next layer is called the canopy. These trees grow up to 130 feet tall, and they form a tight canopy or covering over the rest of the forest, which allows very little sunlight to come down. The branches and trunks of these trees are covered with smaller plants and appear to be tied together with hundreds of vines. About 90% of all rainforest animals live way up high in the canopy. The third layer is the understory, and it's very shady. Only about 15% of the sunlight from the canopy falls, and it tends to be very warm and humid. Trees and leafy plants that require little sun grow here, with the trees growing to about 60 feet. This layer has many smaller trees, shrubs, vines, and plants, but little air movement. There are many animals and insects living in this layer. The final layer of the rainforest is the forest floor. It is surprisingly dark, and less than 2% of the sun's light reaches this area. Because the sun's rays don't shine on the ground, there is very little plant life on the forest floor. It's an area covered with fallen leaves, seeds, dead flowers, and fruits and branches that decompose very quickly. It also has a distinctive variety of animals and plants that live there. A few interesting rainforest facts. Rainforests produce about 40% of the world's oxygen. About 25% of all medicines come from rainforest plants. 1,400 plants in the rainforest are believed to offer cures for cancer. The tropical rainforest. Question 1. In a rainforest, the tallest trees can grow A. Almost 200 feet tall, B. More than 200 yards tall, C. Over 270 feet tall, D. Almost 250 feet tall. Question number 2. The forest floor tends to be very dark. Why? 3. What is a biome? 4. Most animals that live in the rainforest live in the A. Emergent layer, B. Canopy, C. Understory, D. Forest floor. Question number 5. Read the following sentence from the article and choose the best definition for the underlined word. In most rainforests, the temperature ranges from 70 to 85 degrees Fahrenheit all year long, and the air is almost always humid. The underlined word means A. Difficult to breathe, B. Containing lots of oxygen, C. Warm and comfortable, D. Containing lots of water vapor. The tropical rainforest. In the article, Tropical Rainforest, you learned about the 4 different layers of the rainforest. Write a short paragraph that compares and contrasts the rainforest canopy and the forest floor. Be sure you tell how the canopy and floor are the same and how they are different. How did you do? If you could not remember all the answers, try next time to contemplate more when you read the story. Let's look at the next story and see how many answers you will get correct this time. The world's largest marsupial. What Australian mammal can leap 25 feet in one hop and move for short periods at 35 miles an hour? The red kangaroo. A full-grown male stands as tall as a 6-foot person and weighs 200 pounds. This is slightly bigger than the grey kangaroo, making it the world's largest marsupial. What is a marsupial? It's a mammal where the mother has a pouch for carrying, feeding, and protecting her young. While a red kangaroo may be the largest marsupial, the newborn baby is tiny, under an inch long. After a few months of sleeping, nursing, and growing in mom's stomach pouch, the young kangaroo, or called Joey, begins to come out. But it hurries back to the pouch fast when frightened, hungry, or cold. Eventually, the Joey gets so big it hangs out of the pouch. Then, at 8 months old, it stays out. But the Joey remains close to mom until ready to live on its own. Red kangaroos are good swimmers. However, they are best known for their hopping abilities. Their long, powerful hind legs have big feet. Hopping moves them quickly over their grassy, shrubby, and desert habitats. Meanwhile, a thick tail helps them balance and steer. What do red kangaroos eat? Grass, leaves, and other vegetation. And guess what? They often regurgitate food and chew their cud just like a cow. The red kangaroo's vegetation diet provides much of its water. It can also go long periods without drinking. Staying in the shade, panting, and limiting most activity to nighttime, the red kangaroo conserve water and stay cool. Red kangaroos travel together in groups called mobs. Mobs include both males and females, with one male being dominant. Males show their dominance by boxing with other males. They balance on their tails and by pushing each other off balance with their forearms or by kicking their hind legs. This kicking ability, along with their sharp claws, can also be used by kangaroos to defend against Australia's wild dog, the dingo. The world's largest marsupial. Question number 1. Red kangaroos are A. Omnivores, B. Carnivores, C. Herbivores, D. Insectivores. Explain why you chose the answer above. 2. Complete the graphic organizer. 3 ways kangaroos keep cool. You can fill in your answers in the 3 circles you find. Question number 3. When does a baby kangaroo come out of its mother's pouch for the first time? A. About a month after it is born. B. A few months after it is born. C. About 8 months after it is born. D. When it is a year old. Question number 4. A group of kangaroos is called a. And number 5. A baby kangaroo is called a. The world's largest marsupial. The scrambled words below are vocabulary words from the article. Unscramble each word and write it on the line. Please be sure each word is spelled correctly. Question number 1. N-O-D-I-G and your hint. Type of wild dog in Australia. Question number 2. L-P-A-E, a hint, a long high jump. Number 3. O-N-A-T-I-V-E-G-E-T and your hint, plants. Number 4. I-G-P-T-A-N-N, hint given, breathing heavily to cool off. Question number 5. D-R-T-E-E-S, those are your letters. Your hint is place that is dry most of the time. Question number 6. A-N-D-C-E-O-N-I-N. Your hint, power over others, controlling. Number 7. Letters, P-M-I-S-U-A-L-A-R, and your hint, a type of mammal in which the mother has a pouch for carrying her young. Well done! Remember to practice comprehension stories every day. The more you practice, the better you will get at answering comprehension questions. Look for other comprehensions on the internet and practice every day. Remember, in the term test, you will not receive any of the stories in this slide. It will be a brand new story. Parents or caregiver. Follow these 5 steps to teach your child reading comprehension. Number 1. Read a story aloud without asking questions. 2. Then, at regular points, start a short summary of what you have just read. Number 3. Have your child fill in this summary. For example, if you say, so the boy was hoping to get to the cave, but he... Wait for your child to fill in the answer. Number 4. Have your child say the complete short summary. For example, your child might say, so, the boy was hoping to get to the cave, but he could not find it. This gives your child the opportunity to speak in long, sophisticated sentences, and that does wonders for verbal skills. Lastly, practice.